Hey everyone, Dan here from the Nostalgia Test podcast, and welcome to part one of maybe 3 or 4 parts of the first live in-person recording Manny and I did back in January. It was such an amazing time. This one's all about toys. It gets crazy. Follow the link in the show notes and you can watch the whole thing on our YouTube page. And just for a little bit of a warning, at some point we got so excited that we were just like forgot that we had to talk into microphones. So at one point the ambient mic is used, so the sound isn't as good. But the comedy and the fun and the nostalgia is still there. Hit the like button, follow, and share this podcast. Welcome back to the chaos, everyone. Woo! On today's episode, the Nostalgia Test podcast is in person?
I don't even know what to do right now.
Welcome to the Nostalgia Test podcast, the show where 2 longtime friends put their mainstream pop culture past to the ultimate test, the Nostalgia Test.
Holy cow,
Wow.
dude, welcome. I can't even say, we're from, you're in LA. We're both in New York.
Both in New York right now.
On Long Island.
It's
Long
been
Island.
years in the making.
Years in the making. Guys, look, we're recording ourselves in a different way, not in Zoom. We got a GoPro going on. Guys, we don't know what is going to happen in
I have
this.
no idea what's about to happen.
Dan came over for dinner. I haven't seen Dan in person.
Over 2 years now.
Over 2 years.
Yeah. Over 2 years.
This is weird.
Right?
It's weird, right? I feel like we should have had a sign. I don't know. If it was lithology, I'd have like 7 different layers of things.
This is a microphone for the ghost.
Guys, check this out. We got our merch.
Got our Trader
We're gonna
Joe's
have
drink.
you guys order soon on Venmo. Even though you got to pay taxes on Venmo now too, right?
We're gonna talk about
So
that.
we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. Okay, so we don't know what we're doing.
We have no idea. I came into New York to do family stuff, and we're like, we're definitely gonna record this time because this time I didn't get COVID.
You didn't get COVID.
So
You didn't get COVID. I don't have COVID.
no one has COVID.
We get to actually do an in-person thing. We're drinking this sparkling coconut water with Yuza.
From Trader Joe's. Shout out Trader Joe's.
Yeah, I'm not going to shout out them unless they pay us. But anyways, we got a setup that we've never used before.
Yeah.
This is my mic I usually use.
Yeah.
That's like doing a whole thing.
Manny's setup is amazing. First of all, when I got here and I was like looking at where he records the podcast, and I'm like, I record a podcast like in a makeshift desk, and on a desk against a wall. I stare at a wall, and I'm literally just like the microphone's sitting on 3 books, and it's just insane. But we decided to do an episode. I mean, let's not say episode, because the last thing we released, which was the wrestling episode, well, one of the episodes was a single episode that we had to break up into like 3 parts.
That's how it goes.
And I think that's a good way to go. I got to my house. I have all these crazy toys at my house from my childhood. We have a Nintendo 64 somewhere over here. We have some
We're going to have
cookies.
a guest.
A special guest.
This is going to get broken down a lot. This is
in.
the Nostalgia Test Hangout is what I want to call this.
Right. We had a Nostalgia Test hangout in 2020.
Sure.
With Steve and Billy.
Yeah.
Shout out to Steve and Billy.
Our 3 of
maybe we'll give
2
them a
of
call.
3 listeners. No, we should give them a call. Yeah, this is going to be interesting. So we're just going to put random stuff to the test. We do have one actually set up test, which is where we put 3 classic
cookies
to the test.
Yeah.
Which surprisingly we haven't done yet. Which I've wanted to do forever, and I'm really happy we're going to do it face-to-face.
Our last cookie episode was definitely not for everybody.
No.
I think people were like, cookies, great, and then we were talking about like Biscoff. Which after my parents watched
that's when Marty showed up.
Yeah.
That's the Marty McFly, get out of here. Get out of here.
When my parents listened to that episode, they went out and bought a whole box of them.
Yo, Biscoff ice cream, I still haven't done it yet. But they have.
You got to do it.
I know.
You got to do it.
These headsets, there's no reason for them. Anyways,
I might even just remove my earbuds.
Yeah. Guys, well, we appreciate you guys. This is gonna be the first in-person hangout. So here we go. I guess what are we gonna do first? We're gonna put Dan's action figures toys to the test.
I'm gonna take out this bag is right here under the table.
Mystery box.
I'm taking something I think really special out right now.
The mystery box. Here we go. Here we go. Yeah. What? Oh my God. The Ghostbusters Nerf gun, I guess you would call this, right?
Right. So everyone that's listening, that's not watching, and I tried to clean them as best as possible.
You clean these?
Yeah.
Nice.
These are
how bad were they?
Ghostbuster like Nerf guns. They are just amazing. They have 6 Nerf little bullet pedals. Man, you're trying to shoot me with it.
I'm trying to figure out how to shoot it while holding the mic.
Amazing.
But I don't think I can, so we're going to use the ambient mic for the recording. And, of course, I want to get this on, like,
and
my phone.
I love this thing. I mean, when I was a kid, all I did was play with this, and it was basically just to, like, shoot these Ghostbuster bullets at people.
Yeah.
Oh, man, this is so much fun. But I haven't used it in, like, 40 now? Like, over 20 years.
I forgot these existed, to be honest. So, like, you're oh! Dude, they're not even going that far.
No, they're not.
No. This is...
Well, because they
I'm like
have
thinking this is gonna... Oh, there you go. Did that go? I got one.
Dude, he nailed me.
I got it. I got it. There you go.
Okay.
Yes.
This is...
Yes.
Okay.
Right, let me see if I can get the camera. Here we go. There you go. Go up.
But there's too much air. See, what happened was as these got older, I think things got crushed. But I got to turn them the other way, maybe.
Shoot it in my face.
See,
Shoot it in my face.
Look at that. Now, this one's messed up.
All right, shoot it at the face.
Oh, here's a good one. Here's a good...
The face. Get the face.
All right, here we go.
Come on. Do it. Oh! Yes! Yes!
Oh, my God. Wow. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Wow.
All right. Okay, so yeah, let's
should have IG live that one.
Let's just
holy shit.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, we have it on recording for IG. Yeah. All right. So what do we call it? The proton gun Nerf pack.
Like proton Nerf gun. Like
yeah.
I had these for so long, and one thing I realized when I was in my house, like I have a lot of Ghostbusters toys.
Yeah.
I was obsessed with Ghostbusters and totally had so many Ghostbuster toys. And we'll see actually more of them. These toys, and I just want everyone to know, I know like everyone's like, where's Danny Facts? We're going straight nostalgia on this.
Yeah.
These are so much fun when I was a kid. I loved them. Now,
I can tell you, I'll jump in right here because if you're gonna put this right to the test right here, because this did you start a timer?
No.
Okay, so this is definitely just nostalgic. I don't remember these. I've played with new Nerf guns.
Okay,
dude, they have stepped up from this.
Yeah,
like by far, like to the point where you don't want to get hit. Like this didn't bother me at all. Like I got hit in the face, it didn't even hurt. Like it's not coming at you that far. You have to be close, right?
You literally nailed me in the neck with that.
Yeah,
and I was just like,
and you didn't like go.
No. I kind of was like, all right, that definitely hit me, but there was no, and some of these are so crushed they won't even go that far. But was it fun? Yeah, in close quarters, but
sure.
You can't. I'm not gonna be able to hit you from like.
I would say back then having 6 bullets, if you want to say, or 6 things,
Nerf things.
That's great because it was like. Boom, boom, boom. You missed once, you get to go. Like the ones that you had to remember the suction cups ones, and you had to lick them?
Gross.
So you really wanted to. How gross is that?
Yeah,
right?
and you put that in that gun that only lasts about a week.
Yeah. So like these were good, but I would say this day's nostalgic doesn't pass the test because like I would figure like the new ones have like a multiple. Like I've gotten one. Where my nephew has, and it's 20. It's like a fucking 20 bullets in one thing, and you're just like, ta, 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 ta.
I remember we talked about that on the Lost episode.
Yes. Yeah.
This
exactly.
podcast has a Lost episode.
Oh, what happened with that?
But this, I think I agree. I think it was fun for the moment to be like, it was
fun.
But it definitely just stays nostalgic.
Nostalgic. Stays nostalgic.
It just stays nostalgic. It was fun, but it just stays nostalgic.
Can I grab?
Go ahead, grab something from the bag. We're gonna move these. Yeah. Okay.
Ow. All right. This does not pass the woke test.
No, it
I will say
doesn't.
To Tonka, who you had this? You win. So this is great because we just dropped the wrestling episodes.
I guess I did go to a wrestling.
I guess you did because you have
when I was a kid.
Tatanka.
I mean, it's an official one.
It is. It says WWF.
I mean, I like Tatanka as a wrestler.
Look at that.
But I forgot I had that when I opened this trunk.
I thought it was a Braves thing.
Yeah, which that's also probably.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, this is old school, man. Like, you don't see this much. This is a treasure.
Yeah.
There are people who would probably buy this for some things.
Yeah.
Right? This is classic. This is
classic.
Like golden era. You have two?
Yeah.
Holy cow. So your brother had one.
When look, when I got something, he had to get something.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure. So, all right. So does this pass the test?
No, I don't even think.
Is it even a toy?
It's not really a toy.
Like, ha!
Okay.
Ha!
You can make it a toy if you're that. That hurts more than the Nerf.
This is like a better pillow fight.
Oh, yeah.
But you know what I would do? I'd grab it and rip it.
100%.
It's over.
Yeah, no. I think if you hit someone really hard with that,
you wet it and freaking throw it at someone. It's like hard as a rock. Oh, yeah, dude. This is a weapon.
Should we take this outside?
This is actual weapon right here.
Should we take this outside?
Yo, you sponge this thing.
Yeah.
And you're just like, oh, it's over. It's over. Okay, so that doesn't pass the test.
No, I don't think it's even. Is it even nostalgic?
No, because I didn't. No, I didn't. I don't know. No, I think it just stays where it belongs.
Yeah, which is back in 1980 something.
All right, you grab.
All right, so okay, get that thing right over there.
Oh, this thing?
Now, I had a lot of things that were Transformers or Transformer-like, or let's put this over here for the
GoPro.
So you flip this up.
I gotta record this on the camera. Go ahead.
So we flip this up, and then here we go.
Shut up. Shut up. What is this? What show was this?
No idea. But I had a few of these things.
Yo, there's a guy in here.
Yeah.
But he's small in comparison.
Yeah, and he doesn't come out. Like, he's in there. That's it. And then these things... Okay, wait. It continues.
This is not the Mask, is it?
And then these come out.
Was this Mask?
I don't know.
Remember Mask?
Yeah.
Yeah.
These come out.
Okay.
You get little wheels.
Oh, man.
Right? Look at this. Like, they all come out. So then this is like kind of like a base of some sort.
Whoa.
And then this has like a missile. You know. I'm sure for the video, like for the audio, everyone's like, yeah. But what I'm looking at is it was
this is all video.
It was a tank.
There's
that then becomes a bigger tank with like other things. And now there's no batteries.
This becomes like a base. This
is a
base.
And this thing has no batteries, right?
No.
It's just one of those.
Loaded.
Exactly.
Shut up.
So I had a lot of stuff like this when I was a kid.
Yo, but what show was this?
I don't know. Now I'm gonna just put out.
You don't know.
I don't remember because here's another thing.
There's another guy. There's another guy. Look, boom.
Oh, jeez.
Dude, this is a massive tank in comparison to what these sizes these people are. So this is not Mask. This is something else. There's someone who knows about this. Yo.
Now this had magnets. This thing had magnets on it.
Okay.
But this thing, this big tank that we're looking at, and everyone for the podcast, everyone that's listening, it's just like this crazy spring-loaded tank that becomes like a base.
Together as you're talking, I'll say what it is. Yeah, it's a spring-loaded tank. There's guys in it. It turns into like all these little mini tanks, and I am loving it. I could have played with this for hours, but I'm trying to figure out what show it was for, or if did it even have a show.
Yeah, this might have been one of those things that didn't have a show.
You know who would be great for this? Rob. Because he loves this shit. This is the type of stuff he likes. And he would know exactly what this was for. We should have texted him.
So it goes back together, and then
wait, no, the gun. This has got to go back in. That's why. Okay.
There you go, and it's back together.
It's not even a transformer. It's like a hidden base. Like this is like a cruise ship.
Yeah.
Of a tank.
Yeah.
It's
crazy. So crazy.
Can you assemble it again? Like, can you hit the button?
Hit the button again?
Oh yeah, hold on.
All right, Manny wants me to hit the button again. Here we go.
Yeah. Stop. I'm mesmerized. Oh, dude, and the dude's in there. You got the guns out. And then you get this guy. This guy flips.
Yeah.
Oh. No. This is good. I don't know what this is. We need to find out. If you guys know what this is, please reach out to us.
I mean, so in terms of this toy, I played with it all the time. I do remember it. It looks like I took pretty good care of it. And, it's just such a weird thing because you don't see toys like this. Now, of course, it's a tank and whatever, and it's got it's like very, military, centric. But the thing is this, you don't see stuff like this because like everything is like just video games and like to the nth degree of like special like effects and virtual and whatever. But this, like, you really needed to like use your imagination with. And the people that built this, like, really created something special, I think. Now, if I can get it back together, here we go.
Dude, I gotta say, I don't even know. This is not nostalgic to me because I don't recall this thing at all. At all. But I have to say, this thing is dope. I'm saying it passes the test. Like, dude, you don't see this now.
No,
nowadays.
I'm going to agree. I think it totally passes.
It's so much fun. I think it would be so much fun. Yeah.
There's going to be
pictures. That it's not like it's not battery operated. No. It's just
No, we're gonna have like pictures and video of all these things so everyone can see this as well. And once I cut this big video together, but
good luck.
This is I think it passes the nostalgia test. I think.
Yeah, I definitely do.
Woo!
The tank, whatever we're gonna just call it, the X-27 tank.
Yeah, X-27 tank. Whatever the X-27 tank is, it definitely passes the nostalgia test.
Dan, I did not realize how much you were into Ghostbusters.
Yeah, now we have to.
We have another.
I did something very specific with the Ghostbusters figures that I had. I'm gonna take them all out because each of them has like a crazy one, and each of them have
these things like
a normal
something
one.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So I had the original Ghostbuster figures, and also these like weird ones where you see that everyone.
Yeah. Like, hold on, let me get that face.
Ready?
Go ahead. Yeah, they got crazy.
Yeah, and they got taller. And so, like, where's the original Peter? I had an original Peter Venkman in here.
He's there somewhere.
There he is. So everyone sees that too. I'm gonna the original Peter, the original Winston, and the Winston
gets crazy too. Like they're scared. I like this guy too.
Yeah. Ray. I mean, I love Ghostbusters. And like Egon had like a tie, but I broke the tie.
Okay.
But, you know. Yeah.
There's a bunch of Egons. Yo,
and then I had one normal Egon.
Into Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
Man. You had the Nerf
one
guy, the freaking
normal guy and one regular guy. And then only one crazy Janine, but she's broken, it seems like. Oh, no. So Janine had also one, and
there it is. Janine's getting surprised. She's getting scared. Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at that.
So those are the Ghostbusters toys. I was going to bring... now, I had a Slimer. I also had a Ghostbusters. I had the Ecto...
Is there any more Ghostbusters?
But I didn't bring all the Ghostbusters stuff with me.
So you had more.
There's so many more Ghostbusters things. And
look at this.
Some of them were broken. But yeah, that's all my Ghostbuster figures, like the original ones and the crazy,
like
scary
the scared ones. Like,
yeah,
I got
the scary ones. Yeah.
All right. So, do they pass?
I think
action figures are cool. Like,
let's talk about that because I have like other action figures which we'll look at in here. But while I was thinking about action figures, I'm like, they are kind of cool. Like,
so do you want to call them? So, action figures they're like the Barbie of dudes, right?
Sure.
So action figures could be called like, you know, that was like the G.I. Joes and like they're doing more like action-y things, but like in the end, it's just a show. Some shows became shows because they wanted to make action figures and sell them.
Right.
Like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, I believe, was like...
Well, it was a comic book first.
Yeah, but they made the figures and they needed to sell them, so they made a show.
Okay, right.
So they could have done this. Ghostbusters is... I forget exactly the story behind it, but let's just talk about action figures.
Yeah.
Because we got a lot of them. Like, dude, I see G.I. Joe in here, too.
Yeah, I got G.I. Joes in here.
Yeah, and they're a little smaller.
The original
and like,
ones.
you got like the rubber band thing to them. Wow.
Yeah.
All right. So,
dude, and look at this G.I. Joe.
Yeah, man. Crazy. So, I like that these stand up.
They really stand up really well.
You know, like the Joes, I guess they could if you...
It depends on how much you abused your G.I. Joes. Here, I got a Sergeant Slaughter.
No way. Yeah. Dude, you have a Sergeant Slaughter.
Yeah.
Stop it. They're like the little pegs you could stand them on.
Yeah.
But like,
I think on the vehicles and stuff.
Wow, just like touching this made me remember the movie The Boy Who Could Fly with Fred Savage was the brother, and he like buries his G.I. Joes.
Oh wow,
dude, the scene is intense to the point where I still remember that scene. But let's go to action figures. Do you remember the day you stopped playing with action figures?
I don't really remember it, but maybe it was when I moved to Long Island. I started to stop playing with action figures because when I was living in Ozone Park, I couldn't really ride my bike everywhere. I wasn't allowed to like be outside, right? Like all the time. I had like a very designated area. I could ride my bike to one house and to the other house, and that's it, right? So playing with action figures in my basement and setting up like worlds and all that stuff was a big part of like my playtime. Like there's a lot of Hot Wheels, there's Micro Machines, there's all sorts of stuff, right?
You have Micro Machines.
Yeah, we're gonna look at those. But so I would set up all these like very elaborate worlds. And then like whatever, right? But because I wasn't allowed to just like explore. But when I moved to Long Island, I could just like get on my bike and just ride. So like being outside I was outside a lot more. So maybe it was like started to wane during that. Plus I started to learn an instrument.
Do you remember
I was allowed to do all these things? Like,
do you remember the age?
So how old was I in 5th grade? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know any of that stuff. But I will say that I held out. Like, I remember imagining, I'm like, I have a pretty good imagination. But I do remember the day I felt sad that I had to let go of my, it was time.
Yeah.
Like, I used to bring them in my bath, like, take a bath. And then that was also the day I stopped taking a bath. Like, oh, you don't need to take a bath anymore. Like, you're a big boy now. So it's like, oh, so then I'm not bringing my action figures in. I used to have this one guy, it was a He-Man one. He like suction cupped. It was like the dude. It was like an animal that was suction cupped to like the wall of the tub.
Yeah.
But I still remember that was the day that I was like, oh, I'm no longer just like a boy anymore. Like I'm a young man. Like I'm an older kid.
Yeah.
Like I got other things to do. Like I'm thinking about hanging out with girls. I'm thinking about like going out and like doing more things than just like stuck here in my imagination. Yeah. But I remember almost being sad about it. Yeah. Because like, even though like the shows and all that stuff, it was just like cool to, like you say, like you make your own world. Like I could make my own world. Like this turned into like this little thing would turn into like a hoverboard or something.
Yeah.
Like, and you mixed. The greatest part is like, did you mix characters? Like, did Ghostbusters play with G.I. Joes?
Yeah, because you could fit the G.I. Joes inside a lot of those vehicles.
Yeah.
And then with the Micro Machines, you could
I had a
ton of Micro Machines. I used to have all those little things with like, this is an airport and this is a parking lot, right? And then or this is that, and I would set it all up specifically and then like use them. And then especially with the G.I. Joes, I would set them up and then have like elaborate like battles with them. And there's a Batman figure in here that would like show up sometimes with the G.I. Joes, right?
Yeah.
Because like they all just became part of the same world.
Oh yeah, like to me, like action figures were just they were action figures. Like they didn't have to coexist in the same like WWE action figures didn't have to only fight WWE have action figures. Like G.I. Joes definitely ended up in the ring.
Well, I mean, and think of it, like, even with Ghostbusters, like, they also sold some of the Ghostbuster, like, the ghosts, right?
Yeah.
So those have to show up. You have to use these aliens and stuff, right?
Yeah, definitely. No, that's crazy. I mean, but, like...
like,
oh,
look
my
at
God,
that guy.
dude. What was this guy's name? Holy cow.
I mean, if you just, start taking the G.I.
You have the ultimate, like... Did your dad not have a garage sale?
No, but he didn't want to sell these.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody, we're just taking out now, like, all the G.I. Joes I brought. Like, this guy's wearing a Hawaiian shirt.
Dude, everybody knows I know somebody that would know every single one of these guys.
Some of these guys...
Do you remember these guys' names?
No.
Oh.
Now, the Joker, like, Manny, he took out my Joker action figure.
Bro.
And the Joker action figure actually had something that you connected to the back. You filled it with water. And then, see here... You would be able to shoot water through the action figure out the flower. Dude, just like in the movie.
The belt.
Yeah.
Look, he's hanging.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Look at this thing. He's hanging.
I mean, like, these things are so much fun because they're also more bendable. And, like, the G.I. Joes weren't, like, all steroided out. I mean, even when you look at the Ghostbusters, they're not in shape. I mean, this guy's fat. This guy's, like, whatever. Like, they're all, like... Look.
I am Batman.
I mean, look at this.
Batman's hanging. Does he... How does he retract?
It's supposed to retract, like, just on its own. But maybe you broke it.
I didn't break it. I don't know how to do it. There's got to be a button that you press.
I don't think there's a button. I think it just was supposed to retract.
Bro, all I did is pull it out.
All right, Manny broke my toy. Manny just broke my Batman figure.
No, there's a way to...
Now the rest of this episode is going to be dedicated to him fixing it.
What else you got?
All right, so action figures, like, do we put them to the test as a collective?
I think a collective. I mean, there's definitely action figures that were better than other action figures that did more things. Like, and they evolved throughout the years. I also know that I remember like having multiple Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle action figures. Like, they started making, like, the Hawaiian version, the samurai ones.
Right, yeah.
So you just, like, got them, you know. But I definitely have to fix
this
Batman.
Guy is crazy. This one with the pink mohawk.
Yeah, I'm telling you, somebody knows all of them. We should take pictures of all these and be like, name that action figure.
Yeah, we're gonna do that.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I mean, I would say, look, I think all these action figures are nostalgic. I mean, they're fun to look at and stuff. Kind of like.
I mean, I just broke Batman.
Yeah, kind of like looking at a photo album when like you're just like, wow, remember that, blah blah blah. So when I look at these, I remember those times. I remember being, a kid and playing with the action figure. But
I just realized I was talking and it wasn't recording. I was just talking to this.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
No way.
Good luck.
No,
editing.
it's been recording.
Good luck editing. I don't know.
It was recording. Just checked in. But I'm gonna say that all the action figures are just very nostalgic.
Yeah, no, I agree. They're all nostalgic.
Yeah.
There's nothing. I mean, the size is a little bothering me a little bit. I don't have too much OCD, but it is bothering me that like the Ghostbusters look a little bit more like giants in comparison to GI.
They're
Joes.
huge.
But I'm like totally fine with that.
I had the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man too.
Dude.
Yeah.
Golden.
Yeah.
But how does Batman go back to like his belt? I'm telling you, I thought like you could just like and it would come back up, but it didn't.
No.
All it did was pull the damn thing.
But also, the Batman doesn't have his cape. Like, it was like a fabric cape that.
I was figuring you just like there's like a point where you just pull it again and it like pulls back.
No,
it's got to.
I think that's it.
All right, so I would. Okay, so actually, no, we're gonna put that aside because I'm gonna end up fixing that. But all right, let's put the action figures away. I want to put Micro Machines and Hot Wheels in a different category because they are. Because even though you play with them kind of the same way, it's a different sort of imagination because you're playing with a car. You're playing with a vehicle. Vehicle is your muse in a way,
yeah,
right? And not like a person,
no.
but like you're the person driving this car. So you've given personification. Is that the right word? I'm not a writer. To a vehicle. That thing still works. It's just. Oh,
that's fine then. Leave it.
Yeah. It's just that now we could see each other when we hit that. Yeah. So, like, you give personification to a vehicle, right?
Now, these things definitely have lead paint.
Sure. So, Hot Wheels are cool. I liked Hot Wheels. They were kind of like models in a way, mini models. But I like the Hot Wheels that you can like reverse.
Oh, I know.
And spring on it, and like they could go.
Yeah.
But like I definitely found myself like in bed, like making mountains and like.
Oh yeah.
Like freaking.
I had so many of these. We used to line them up.
Yeah.
And then across this huge basement I had in Queens, and just push them at each other and try to crash them into each other.
Yeah, I mean, there's people who are making money on TikTok, putting them on treadmills and like racing them, and like people vote on who's going to be the one that makes it to the whole treadmill ride. It doesn't. Like we're trying to do all this, and there's people literally they're lining them up, Dan.
Yeah.
And they're going like this.
And then they just put the treadmill on.
They turn the treadmill on.
So what you're saying is we're trying too hard.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they do this, and like people go like, "Oh, I think like red car is gonna win," and then red car like slips off, and like if it takes too long, they add like a ball, and the ball like knocks over a couple of them. Oh, this is a thing.
Well, that doesn't.
And we're over here trying our asses off over here, but I mean, Hot Wheels is cool. Now, this goes to my ultimate thing is like, is Hot Wheels the same or better than Micro Machines?
I think I like Micro Machines more.
First of all, Micro Machines, dude.
Oh, that guy.
Inspiration.
Amazing.
I mean, when I sometimes do my TikToks or like my Instagram posts, I like channel him. Because I'm like, I have to get all my information in 30 seconds. Because everybody's freaking attention span right now is like 9 seconds. Mm-hmm. So I got to be like, we're having a tasting. I mean, dude, he was awesome. Oh, that dude was sick. Come on.
I mean, I love the Micro Machines.
I loved Micro Machines. Because I had I don't know, 500 Micro Machines.
I mean, because they're planes too. I had jets. I had
you could carry them in a suitcase. They had like that gas station. They had like
I had like 3 of those, and I had one that looked like a Pennzoil can.
Yeah,
like and then opened up and it was like a mechanics or something like that. Dude. I still have that.
How did Micro Machines? Like that's not around anymore, right?
No, I don't think Micro Machines exist.
Dude, this is where like Danny Facts should have came in, but we're just doing this on the fly. But like, I love Micro Machines.
I'm gonna say though, Hot Wheels are nostalgic. They're really fun to look at. Again, it's like a photo album. It's like looking at my life in like Hot Wheel cars. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, here's a Bigfoot. You know how popular Bigfoot was, like just as like an entity of like this, like. So anytime there was a Bigfoot thing, that was kind of cool, or these trucks and stuff like that. And yeah, I'm gonna have to wash my hands after I touch this, even though I cleaned them because I'm afraid they're made of lead paint. I mean, I had like old school ones, but these things are fun because I think Hot Wheels still exists, right? They still make these things, but it's not the same. Like I wanted to buy them because when I was a kid, I wanted to play with them. Yeah, I had a bunch of those boats.
Yeah,
I had a motorboat. I had like little motorboats.
Oh yeah, you had a motorboat. Okay. Yeah, no,
that's a good meatball.
Dude, I totally agree. I mean, this is bringing back so much memories of like lining them up and just like, setting them up and then like moving them around. Like you were literally hours playing with. I mean, a mini car.
This Micro Machine is one of my favorite, and it's a jet. It's like an F-18 from like looks like from Top Gun, right?
Yeah.
Like, and it's just. I used to just take these like, and in my head now I'm just like, these toys and like Hot Wheels and the things that we're talking about and action figures are only for like people like our age now, buying them and putting them in a big room.
Yeah, I mean, no, my nephew, I see like they're big on Legos, and I actually wanted to talk to you about Legos, but like, and there's like imagination that goes on, but there's so much like. Screen time and like things to do on the screen that can also be fun and broaden someone's imagination. But like, I just remember like hours, like this car could turn into a hover car.
Yeah, I love it.
And like, I mean, dude, to be honest, back then I could take the back of a remote, the cover of the back of the remote that holds the batteries.
Yeah.
I would take that off and I would finger surf. Like, where you put your 2 fingers on a board?
Yeah.
I would do that through my, like, bed while I was, like, being lazy on a Sunday.
First of all, have you seen these videos of people doing, like, the skateboards with their fingers doing kickflips and stuff?
Insane. That's another thing that they do it forever. Yeah. I actually got a hoverboard. I should go get it. It's in my car. Mary from Lithology, the manager, and a very close colleague of mine.
Manny's talking. I'm just literally just playing with this Micro Machine.
She got me a hoverboard that comes with boots that's magnetic.
Oh, wow.
And you could do the whole thing with the hoverboard. And I was like, oh, this is like a fidget thing.
That's insane.
Oh, I also got a new fidget thing.
There are new ones?
There's a thing that I got. Stuff. It was like an Instagram buy. There's like these 2 little discs. They're called fidget pucks.
Oh.
Pop pucks.
I've heard that.
Bro, I gotta go get it. I don't even know where pocket it is in, but I'll go get it and we'll see. But anyways,
ADHD, baby.
Yeah. So, all right, Hot Wheels, do they pass the test?
No, they're definitely nostalgic.
They're nostalgic?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because...
Come on, bro. We don't have that much time.
I'm saying Micro Machine. I'm saying the Hot Wheels are the Hot Wheels are definitely nostalgic. The Micro Machines, though, I think they passed the nostalgia test because I fucking love these things.
I agree. My Hot Wheels stay nostalgic. I think they probably still have them. I remember they got shinier, they got cooler. But Micro Machines does it for me. Like, I still think I can get a pack of Micro Machines, and I would hope my nephew still like rock them out. They're cool.
I mean,
it's like a whole little world.
You can even tell the Hot Wheels that are older ones that I have and the other ones, because see how like this one has like plastic on the bottom,
yeah,
and then this one's like die cast steel, like metal. Like,
oh yeah, definitely.
Look at that.
Yeah.
All right,
Love
now
it.
we have two more.
Oh, this is what?
This is a Transformer.
Transformer. Oh, the spring loaded. Yes. What?
Holy shit!
Yes. Yes.
I didn't.
He popped up. We got to get that on. We got to.
Oh,
yes.
Wow.
I love it. Old school Transformer. And then this one's there, right?
Now, this one, I think, is a Transformer as well. And you got to, like, here we go. Taking it apart. It was and see, my name's on it. My parents used to write my name on the bottom of my toys just in case someone, I guess, stole them.
Yeah.
All right. And then this comes down.
It's a very sharp one.
Goes like that.
Okay.
There we go. He's got arms. Come on, arms. And there we are.
So it's it's two, as the guy in Big, Baskin would say, I don't get it, but like you get this. It's a helicopter, so you could play with it as a helicopter and play with it as a Transformer.
That's right.
This is kind of like a Transformer. I don't know. It's not really a Transformer. It's
it's got the Transformer. No, what are you talking about? It's got the Transformer sticker on it.
Oh yeah,
right there.
All right. Okay, there it is. Can we do this guy again?
Yeah,
I love it. So like I think Transformers definitely like the toys Transformers definitely this is going to pop off. All right.
Are we ruining your table?
I don't know. Let's just go. Why are you thinking about that?
Come on.
Yes! Look at that.
Oh, my God.
Yes. All right.
Okay, now.
Let's do it. Do the Transformers pass test.
Now, are we saying these particular ones or just in general?
Transformer action figures. Not that we're not talking about the cartoon. We're not talking about the movie. We're talking about this particular stuff. Like,
I think it does. I'm saying it does. I'm going out on a limb. Transformers passes the test.
I definitely think it does. I think there's multiple things that you could do with them in shape of multiple things, and then again, they don't have to exist in the Transformer world.
I had the hardest one ever to put back together. It was an egg. And it was like a lion, like one of those beast ones.
Yeah.
And everything was inside the egg. And so you opened it up and you took all the head, the legs and arms and legs out and stuff. And then to get them back in, it was like near impossible to put that one back together. So it's almost like a puzzle. Like,
no, I mean, I kind of wanted to talk about Legos, but I wanted to hold that off too, because like that, they're kind of, there was a time that there was toys that were puzzles.
Yeah.
Right. No, like that egg thing is definitely a puzzle, but I definitely think Transformers action figures pass the test, no matter what size. I think there's so much imagination and so much playability, if you will.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So definitely. Yeah. All right, I think we need to take a break in this hangout. So, guys, we're gonna take a break. And,
thanks for listening to today's episode. Please subscribe to the Nostalgia Test podcast to know when new episodes drop. Don't forget to leave us 5 stars and a positive review so more people can find the podcast. Share your thoughts and memories on today's topic on our Twitter @NostalgiaTest and on Instagram @TheNostalgiaTest. Tune in next time because you never know what pop culture will pop up on The Nostalgia Test.